Weather portion of Ag Week. Now the very interesting month of May continues. We keep hitting these little surges of warm weather into the northern plains, but we're just not seeing a lot of heat building up yet. That's okay, there'll be time for that. And especially as the stormy weather continues to stay south and the main kind of precipitation we get in the north is for the most part non-severe and not terribly well organized weather systems, we will gradually continue to dry up that topsoil in the northern plains, setting up the possibility for hotter weather this summer. That's assuming the soil stay dry, and that's a very big if at this point. But at the moment, anyway, it does seem to be the direction that things are heading. The warmest weather starting off this weekend into the week is going to be over the eastern U.S. Hot weather in the south and in the southwest. Warm surges come up midweek. Looks pretty warm around, Wednesday or so. Tuesday, Wednesday, some pretty mild temperatures, maybe some 80s into the northern plains, maybe even into southern Canada. That will then settle south again as we get a little troughing. In fact, a fairly sharp little cold front by the end of the week looks like might even bring some freezing temperatures into northern Minnesota. I don't expect it to affect much of the agricultural region, except maybe southern Manitoba, where a little scattered light frost might be a possibility late this week. The ridge will be rebuilding in the west as we move toward the weekend, and that will eventually translate back into the middle of the country once again, which simply means another surge of warm temperatures into the northern plains. The Midwest will continue to be fairly seasonal. By the Midwest, I'm of course referring to the corn bean belt in the eastern part of the country. There'll be some warm days and some cooler days. Nothing particularly extraordinary hot weather-wise. Toward the end of this period, which will be the first week of June, it looks like another surge of warmth, potentially some heat into the northern plains. Need to watch that a little further before we make any claims there. As far as precipitation goes, stormy weather is really going to be focused in the southern plains this week anyway, and it does look like particularly toward the end of the week and the weekend could be particularly wet. East Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, into southern Missouri. The location of this may well shift a little bit east or west, but it looks primarily southern. Thunderstorms will trend into showers as we look further north, and also toward the end of the week there will likely be at least a few showers as that cold front arrives into the northern plains and northern Minnesota. The second week here, now we're talking the first week of June, showers are possible, thunderstorms possible, but I don't see a lot of organization. The wettest areas, again, appear to be from the Mid-South up through the Atlantic and the Pacific Northwest. We'll get some showers again in early June.